Okay, while we're waiting for coffee to be made and for Dublin to finish her breakfast, good morning. Welcome to the Aging Runner podcast. I'm your host, JJ Duffy, or John, or Duff, as my friends all call me. Thanks for tuning in. This is where we talk about all things running after 50. And today, I'm going to talk about running through recovery, in particular, my own recovery. I'm an injured runner. I was just recently given the green light to start training again. You know, setbacks happen, right? So I am going to tell you a little bit about my injuries, my recovery, how I'm dealing with the downtime of running, my status, and how I deal with the injury. And it's been a long period of downtime. So I should say, if you're just returning, if you're a returnee to my channel and my podcast, thanks for finding your way back. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the comments I've received thus far. I hope I responded to you. It was my intention to do so, and I think I covered all the comments. But yeah, thank you very much. I just recently launched this channel and this podcast, and it's sort of a labor of love. It's one of the things that I have chosen to do while I am recovering from my injuries, and I'll get a little more into that in a bit. But I'm going to show you some clips of my training and my recovery, my physical therapy, and the things I'm trying to do to keep my mind straight all through this injury recovery period, which has been 9 of the last 10 months. So I am going to finish making coffee, get my doggy outside, and maybe move to the outside because it looks like it's going to be a beautiful morning here in the greater Chicago area. And then I will get into the podcast. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you. Yes, you're a good girl. Yeah. All right. We've made it to outside. Cheers. Excellent coffee this morning. Yeah. All right. We're outside. It is absolutely beautiful. Well, it's actually very warm. It's going to be 90 degrees today. I think that is mental math. I don't know. It's about 30 degrees Celsius, if that's how you roll. But it's going to be very muggy today. And hopefully Dublin can put up with it. But it is a beautiful day. I hope we can hear the background noise. Right now it's gorgeous. I've got locusts in the background. I've got cardinals singing. It's a veritable wildlife refuge in my yard. I've got squirrels running up the tree over here, and I've got bunnies eating my flowers in the back of the yard. So, hopefully all this will work out. If she catches a glimpse of the squirrels or the bunnies, she may take off and I'll have to start over. So please be patient. Please comment. Keep them positive. That'll be great. Subscribe if you like what you see. I'm all about likes. And so is my friend Dublin here, my 5-year-old silver lab. She's my running partner and my lifesaver. So, wonderful doggy, wonderful partner. So hopefully she doesn't take off after the bunny. Okay, the bunnies have left the yard, so I think Dublin will be okay for a little bit. So what are we going to talk about today? We are going to talk about running through recovery, in particular my recovery. And I'm going to talk about how setbacks happen, because they do. And I should say, I am going to try something today that I haven't done before. I'm going to try to insert video clips of my particular recovery, my PT exercises, my return to running. I'll talk a little bit about that. And I'm going to also post a note with what my return to running regimen looks like. So walk to run, it's very slow, it's very minimal, but I'm going to post that up here. So rather than get into the details of it, but yeah, I'm going to try to insert some clips here. So I'll try to figure that out as we go and as I do the editing. But first, let's talk about setbacks. And everyone knows Running 101 says if you run long enough, you're going to get injured. It's a given. We all run into that, and no pun intended. Whether it's overuse injuries, which is pretty much my case, or accidents. Again, you know, rocks, roots, ruts. If you're on the trail or on the road, you know, these things happen. You twist an ankle, whatever it is. So we all are going to suffer some degree of a setback here and there. It's how you deal with them that makes the difference. You can prevent overuse injuries in a lot of cases by simply strength training and stretching on a continuous regular basis or consistent regular basis. I didn't. My injuries are the result of having somewhat intentionally stopped my strength training and in particular my stretching, my daily regular stretching. I was never a big fan of it. You know, stretching, strength training, it's often inconvenient. All runners feel that way. We do it. It's good. But we tend to fall off, and we are all about convenience. So let's talk about my particular injuries. I was first injured in August of 24. That's almost 10 months ago. And I was out running on a trail with my son in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. It was a easy trail, a little bit of an incline, no big deal, conversational pace. And 1 minute I am just going along without a problem. I go to foot plant and I damn near face plant. Summarily, it was determined that I tore a muscle in my leg. It's called the gastrocnemius muscle. I didn't even know I had a gastrocnemius muscle. Had no idea what it was. Had to look it up. It's beneath your calf. It rolls under your foot. It allows you, among other things, it helps you propel forward off your forefoot. Anyway, I tore the muscle. So luckily I didn't need surgery, but it took 5 or so weeks to heal before I could go into physical therapy, which I spent several months doing. And in the winter months, I was finally given the green light, could get back to a walk to run regimen, which I jumped right into. I was pleased with that. But as luck would have it, I had not taken care of the underlying problem, which was a tremendously weakened core. And of course, the result was another injury in January. So I was back in physical therapy for a couple of months before the second injury was diagnosed properly as a stress fracture in my sacrum. Okay, my sacrum. I didn't even know what a sacrum was. Didn't know I had one of those either. In layman's terms, your sacrum is your tailbone. And I never fell. I don't remember any particular bone jarring incident. But what I was told was that because of the weakness I had in my core, I wasn't able to sustain or to support my frame. And these muscles, your psoas muscle and the iliac muscles, they were weakened, and I had a lot of inflammation, but they were strong enough to crack my sacrum. So those two muscles are still a problem to this very day. And that is the underlying cause of my two major injuries. So for the better part of 8 or 9 of the last 10 months, I have been in physical therapy and unable to run. And the downtime has been brutal. It's been really hard. So let's talk about the downtime. What am I doing during my downtime to keep my head about me? Downtime to me is a period of reflection. For me, it's a matter of accepting what happened, learning about not only the cause or the source of the problem, the downtime, but then adapting accordingly. And running for me is an allegory for life. Certainly, I don't live to run. I love running, but I run to live. It helps me in all facets of my life. It's a stress manager. It's a litmus test for how I'm really doing. But anyway, for me, developing this podcast was an opportunity to, again, stay connected. And it has helped me think through a lot of things going on in my life and prioritize, reprioritize. And I have since come to accept the fact that injuries happen, right? Setbacks occur. I am okay with it. I'm still a little disillusioned because it's been going on for so long. And I'm just tired of it. The downtime. I want to get back into running. Again, I hope I've been able to edit in some clips of my recovery here so you can see what it is I'm doing. There you go, baby. But anyway, I've learned not only what caused my injuries, but I've learned what to do about them, or relearned, as the case may be. I have got to strength train and stretch more consistently. I don't think I'll ever forget about this downtime for the rest of my running life. So it's going to be a little bit easier for me to apply what I've learned. And any other aspect of downtime for me is adapting. I'm adapting. Again, strength training, stretching, becoming more functionally flexible. And I am working on my core, primarily my core, stretching across my whole body, but my core strength again, which will help me get back to the roads and, you know, the tracks, the trails, etc. So everybody is going to deal with running downtime. Minor injuries, major injuries, life changes, work, you know, this is it. This is life happens while you're busy making other plans, right? So in my particular case, the downtime has been it's been difficult, but I have been somewhat lucky. About a year ago, after I injured myself, I was going through a lot in my life, and as luck would have it, I was contacted and asked to be a cross-country coach for a local boys high school cross-country team. So it's my passion, and I jumped right on it. So that was helpful for me. It helped me get through what would otherwise have been a very dismal period of time. Bunny just came through the yard. So I'm restarting here. What was I talking about? Yeah, we had a very good cross-country team. We had a lot of luck. We had an individual state champion. We had a great team, went all the way through to the state finals, did very well. So it was a great opportunity for me to stay connected to the sport, even though I wasn't running. It saved me. It really did save me. So I'm curious to know, for others out there who have suffered similar significant downtime injuries, what have you done with your running downtime? Put a comment in here. I'm sort of curious to know. I'll reply, and we can compare notes, if you will. So what's my status currently? Well, I'm still injured, but I'm fully committed. I'm fully committed to recovery, getting back to a place where I can run unencumbered as far as I want, as quickly as I'm able. Where I was before I got injured, but better, stronger, more capable, certainly more knowledgeable about what I have to do. I am lucky enough that they've asked me to come back and coach cross country in the fall. So we are in the midst of cross country summer camp. Again, I love working with the guys. It's great to be around it. It is super helpful for me, and I enjoy watching the boys run and develop. It's great. So I guess from my perspective, being fully committed means doing everything that you need to do to come back. I guess where I'm going with this, it's all about mindset and positivity and gratitude. All the things that we ought to exercise in our life, not just our running lifestyle, but in our life. I'm learning about all those things. I'm learning to become more patient. But I'll be honest, I am immensely grateful for all the things I've got. And I do have a running gift, and I'm going to get back. I'm committed to that. So if I leave you with anything today, it's these things. It's understand, learn from what's happened to you in your injury, accept it. Can't change the past, right? So accept it, move forward, be positive, hang with positive people, think positive thoughts, and be grateful for what you've got, and adapt. Change is hard for runners. It's hard for everybody. I used to think I was a change agent. Turns out no. Change is hard, and for me too. But I am changing. I'm adapting to the circumstance. I'm adapting to the situation. I'm adapting to becoming an aging runner. But I'm still a runner. And we owe it to ourselves to do the best we can, to do the most that we can, given the circumstances and given the gifts that we've got. That's where I'm at. I've enjoyed telling you this story. I hope, like hell, these clips have been added properly. You can see where I'm at. Again, I'm going to leave in here somewhere. I'm going to show you my current return to running workouts. Some of those include Dublin. Some are on the treadmill, which I can't stand, but it's necessary. I hope you are good. I hope you can get out. I hope you return to see this Aging Runner podcast again and again. Please subscribe if you like what you saw. Give me a like. That'd be great. No haters allowed. Be positive. Get out the door and run. Enjoy your day. See you next time. Oh, I got cold. How is that possible? It's so hot out here. Atta girl, you did a great job. Thank you for not chasing the bugs.